Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
Hello and welcome inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne as we continue our live coverage of the 2024 National Perry Hockey Championships. I'm Noel Vogel, he's Alec Murray, and for our fifth game of the day, it's going to be Team Quebec, their A team, facing off against a team we saw earlier, Team BC, who gave a bit of a run to Team Ontario, Alec.
Well, a very young Team BC, and we talked to their coaches before their first game, and he said, hey, we're here to have fun. We're a new team. We just are happy to compete. They gave Timo a run for their money in a 2-1 hockey game. They battled. They had a really good second, a really good third. The other hand, Team Quebec looks as advertised. They were excellent in their first game of this round robin here today, and again, expect a very, very good effort out of this Team Quebec. If you want to, highlight a couple of players on Team Quebec that BC's really going to have to work on shutting down, it's going to be Jonathan Dagg. He really sets the tempo for this Quebec offense, and we shall see how this one fares. But again, we don't know what to expect. You can really flip a coin here because we thought BC really didn't have the best shot against Timo, and they really, really shocked us up here and probably a few other people as well. So let's see how Team British Columbia fares against a very, very strong Quebec team in their A squad, looking to go 2-0 on the round robin here on a Thursday in Port Colborne.
And like you said, Jonathan Dagg with 2 in that first game. The first one of the day when Quebec faced off against Alberta in their 5-0 victory. And BC coming off that really close loss to Team Ontario, and will look to go 1-1 on the day. And Quebec trying to stay undefeated as here we go. We'll start off in the Team British Columbia zone, as back for it is Pellizzari, who scored that one goal for Team BC really early in that third period, which kind of changed the whole trajectory of that game. And we'll look to see if he can continue that momentum into this one. Here's Baquet back for Team Quebec. Dagg trying to leave that puck back for Messaoudi, and will now enter the Team BC zone. Some good puck movement early from Team Quebec that time. And misfired from Baquet. Looking on the near side for his D partner. BC trying to break out. Sorry, Alec.
No, I was just going to say second last game of this slate today. One more to follow at 7:30. That'll wrap up our first day of what has been very, very good hockey.
And we've been talking a lot about that last game. What's going to be a very good matchup where we'll see Manitoba and New Brunswick, some 2 very high-level, high-firing power teams, offensive heavy. We saw both of them score a lot of goals in their first game. The last was Manitoba, where they scored 10 against Quebec Development. And certainly a game, if you're going to be watching this evening, that one is one to look out for. Quebec trying to look for that stretch pass. It was cut off in the middle by Lambros. And BC will dump that puck in. Titmarsh getting it in deep. Getting the start for Quebec is Alexandre Graval, who looked very good in his shutout this morning. And a chance for Poole for Quebec. The shot on just high and wide. And now BC will try and break out the stretch pass to the far side. Will just make it. And a chance now for BC to get a shot on. Graval with the first save. Rebound, second try. And steered aside once again. puck's going to come to the near side. Tuzinian will try and get it in deep. And Reval will pick it up for Team BC.
Yeah, and it's Houle on the near side for the first real good scoring chance for Team Quebec, and he was a massive part in that first win for Quebec. And then right back at it, a chance for BC, and here they come again.
Another chance in front, can't connect. And Quebec now with some offensive zone pressure. That puck's gonna squirt out, and back for it is Leliviere. They look to the near side looking for Auclair, and he's run through by the BC forward. Auclair now with a chance in the high slot, able to get by the defender. Can he get it on goal? He does. It's stopped in front by Mitchell Garrett. And a good chance with speed through the zone. Auclair right in on goal, trying to lift that one up short side, and able to glove it down was Mitchell Garrett.
Well, Garrett played excellent in that first game for BC, and again, another guy who's got to be the best player for his squad, and you know, a member of Team Canada, Garrett, and an excellent goaltender, and that is one of BC's strength here this weekend, is their goaltending.
Shot from the point, right on, blocker to side. Another quick save for Garrett in front, trying to set it in front. Masaoudi couldn't get the shot off. Dag will cycle it back. Burnett trying to weave through traffic, looking for Dag on the near side. He's run into by Hurst and knocked off the puck. And now BC will break out of their zone with Hillman. He'll fire that one to the far side benches. And Burnett will go back to collect just outside of his own zone. Here now picking up speed on the far side. Finds Dag in the high slot. Can he get a shot off? He does, just wide. Masaoudi in for it in the corner. That one's going to ring around for Mapes, who will continue it on. Hillman, a dangerous giveaway in front. Masaoudi couldn't get the shot off. A chance for in front, high and wide again. Some pressure from Quebec, as Hanrahan had a chance in front coming in from the point, but can't get that puck on goal on Garrett. Burnett looking in front, that pass behind Masaoudi. St. Ahmad back to the point, pass across, Dag wide open, scores! Left all alone, and Jonathan Dag gets Quebec on the score sheet. It seemed like it was inevitable. The pressure from Team Quebec was too much, and this time a great pass across, finding Dag, who roasts it near side, and Quebec takes a 1-goal lead.
Well, it's right off the mask of the netminder Garrett, and it's just the wrong guy to have open if you're Team BC. Dag's the last guy you want in front of the goal, and we talked about it off our pregame, Noah. That's the kid that sets the tone for this Quebec team in Dag, and he does it once again. He opened the scoring in their first game. He opens the scoring in their second game, and Quebec's off and running here in period number 1.
Paquette will dump that puck in and collect it. Trying to center that one in front, but stripped off the puck by Pellizzari. Getting it right back to Zignan. Will lose out to the British Columbia player. And back in his own zone is Houle. Tuzinian on the near side. She's rubbed off the puck by Molnar. Fighting for possession just outside the Team BC zone with a little over 9 minutes left in this first period. The first goal, the first break going to Team Quebec in Dag, who gets his third of the tournament already. One in the middle by BC, and Jordan Mitchell will dump that one all the way down. Paquette back behind his netminder will stretch that one to Auclair. Got it stuck in the sled. Still trying to get this puck out for Quebec, and it'll be flipped into the zone and into the BC bench. So it'll be blown dead.
So, kind of a little cool story about the goaltender and Mitchell Garrett, a kid who has only been playing sled hockey since 2017, and this is a kid who was paralyzed from the midsection down after an ATV accident. And if you read the article right up on him for Hockey Canada, just really an inspiring story. This kid has played goalie his entire life and worked his butt off, and to get to where he is now, and he's going to be a big part of Team Canada going forward in para-sport and in sledge hockey, and just an outstanding read if you want to read up on Mitchell Garrett on the Hockey Canada website. It's truly inspiring.
That's one of the best things about para-sports, is being able to tell these stories of these exceptional athletes who deal with so many setbacks, yet are still competing at such a high level, especially in this national tournament. Here's Quebec the other way. L'Olivier, a shot on goal, saved to the side by Garrett. Continuing the offensive action is Quebec. Burnett on the near side hash will drop it back for Auclair. He'll fire that one low on goal, patted aside, rebound for Hanrahan. He passes it across. What a save!
Oh, come on!
Are you kidding me? Garrett gets the stick down and what looked to be a sure goal. And how about that in front? Gives a little fist bump to the player he just robbed, as it was the Team Quebec captain, Desaulniers, who was sitting right on the doorstep. And Mitchell Garrett says, not today. And British Columbia should be thankful that they're not down 2-0 after that chance on goal.
Well, again, Mitchell Garrett, flashbacks to his 2023 Para Hockey Cup appearance with Team Canada, and that's the save of the tournament thus far in day one, and that's just outstanding athleticism from that BC netminder.
Burnett's gonna dump that one in, and a weird bounce. It'll pop just inside the dots and will be cleared out of the zone by Ben Mapes. Hanrahan finds Dag. He's gonna pick up some speed. The goal scorer of that first one for Quebec, his shot high and wide. Burnett's gonna shovel it back in behind the Team British Columbia net. Fire it in front, looking for a deflection. Doesn't get through. Bouquet will dump it in deep. Hurst in after it for BC. He stripped off the puck. Messaoudi now getting in there. Some help coming from Hartley. Fighting for it, trying to get that puck loose, and Hartley will chip it up the near side boards. Bouquet, a strong play to keep that puck in. He's knocked off, but gets it in deep enough for Messaoudi to pick it up on the near side. Trying to center it in front, just through the crease of Garrett, and as far as the point. A chance for a shot. That one blocked in front. And fighting for it, trying to get a shot off with Saint Amad. Bouquet, with tons of open ice, will fire. Glove down. A great block defensively by Xander Hartley, and he's going to get it down and get a change.
That's a tough shot block from Hartley, and that was a laser off the stick, and here they go right again with Dag on the near side boards.
Dag trying to catch BC on a bad change, trying to cut in on the goal, and he's going to knock it off with his sled. Got a little bit too narrow on that lane, trying to get the shot in front on Garrett. As we sit still at a 1-0 1-0 Quebec lead with 5 minutes left in this first period. And really, British Columbia struggling to get any chances on the other ends. Gravel hasn't faced much in this first frame.
Well, again, it's going to be a goaltending battle right off the hop, and I don't want to say it too early because you never know how these games are going to go, but it's most likely going to be a low-scoring affair between these two sides. But you're exactly right. For BC, they need to find their forwards, and they need to test Alexander Gravel in the other end.
Looking far side, that one picked off by Gregoire. And he does excellently to hold that puck in on the blue line. Houle in the slot, gonna pass it over to Bouquet. That one just behind him, and he's gonna dump it in deep. And picked up by Pellizzari. Nice feed to the far side, finding Molnar, who will circle back and wait for some troops to get forward. Rivard able to win that puck battle. And loses out. Gregoire will dump it in deep for Quebec. Out to play it is Garrett, and some pressure coming in from Houle. Can he get back into his net? And he does, makes a strong save. Rebound! Stuck behind the net. Garrett able to get across. Some carnage in behind the British Columbia netminder, and that puck just cleared out, squeaked through both Quebec defenders. As Pellizzari able to get that one out. Houle now catches that in the neutral zone. Great hands. A chance in the slot. Auclair on Garrett. He just misses. Fans on the shot. And Pellizzari forgets his puck behind the goal line. We'll go back to retrieve it. And we'll send it up the far side boards. Kept in at the blue line.
I think one of the most intriguing parts of Garrett's game is his athleticism. He's so good moving in the crease. He's so free, and again, he got tied up in a tough spot behind the goal, but he so quickly was able to get right back in between the pipes and get across it and make that save.
Desaulniers bumped into the boards. We'll go back to Burnett at the point. He's going to fire it across. Hanrahan, a chance to shoot, will pass down to the goal line. Desaulniers trying to center that one in front, hits the side of the net. As a couple BC players will fight for it, and it'll just get out as far as Burnett. Here he is, trying to center it in front. Auclair, a shot, glove save by Mitchell Garrett. An unbelievable get by the Team BC netminder.
Well, he's held his squad thus far in this first period, because I tell you what, it should be a lot more than 1-0. This kid is something special. Again, outstanding in game number 1 against Timo. Let's take a look at this replay. How about this glove save? Just throws it out there and gloves it down. He has made about 4 grade A saves in this period, including the star one where he was back on the goal line and was able to keep it out. Just outstanding from the Surrey native netminder.
Keeping BC in this game early as you reach just before the 2-minute mark in this first period. Quebec able to hold the line. Messaoudi able to keep it in. And now a chance on the near side, but stopped by the Quebec defender. St. Amand that leaves that puck for Messaoudi. He's got a chance. Weaving around, will drop it for Bouquet. And he can't quite get the shot off. That one picked off by Patrick Asinic. Asinic dumps that puck in deep. St. Amand now just across the red line. Nice feed on the far side. Bouquet with a lot of room and a block coming across. Great defensive play by Brandon Hurst. Sevigny will fire that one deep. As far as Hurst will start the breakup for BC and almost gives it up in a dangerous area. We'll get it to the neutral zone as Titmarsh will dump that one across the red line. Asinic wins that puck battle, will dump it in on Gravel. First time he's seen a little bit of action in this first period as we reach the last 45 ticks in this first. Trying to get around Hurst was Messaoudi, gets as far as Gregor. And we'll get that puck in deep, trying to fire it in front. Nobody there for Quebec. Titmarsh will clear the zone. Burnett now. Knocked off the puck by Hartley. Left it for Houle. A shot on. Save. Rebound saved again. Still in front. And another save. 3 chances for Quebec in front. And Garrett shuts them down all 3 times. How about that?
Well, the 29-year-old is just shoving here in this first period. Absolutely outstanding. 1 save. Houle a second time. 2 saves. Loose puck coming in. Sprawls back. 3 saves and he covers. What a performance here today, and not just in this first period, but go back to the Team O game too. He's elevated his game, if that's at all possible, Noah, here in this first period. This score should be a lot more than 1-0, and it's because of that man in between the pipes for Team BC that it's not more than 1-0. Again, you put those 3 saves, and I think those 3 shots are more than Gravel had all period long, and he had them within 3 seconds of each other. And take a look at 30, the 29-year-old, absolutely remarkable. In between the pipes, the Surrey, BC native. The reason why we're sitting 1-0 only, and it's Dag, the lone marker in that first period. And Noah, for Quebec, they have to find a way to beat them. For BC, they just have to find offense. I don't think they got out of their zone at all in that first period.
No, they really struggled to break out in their defensive zone, and hopefully some of these amazing athletic saves from Garrett and net will create a little bit of momentum going forward for BC as we head into the first intermission. Dag's goal, the only thing that separates the 2 teams. Quebec leading BC 1-0 here at the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships.
Standing in front of the enemy line, you gotta be a soldier. Your soul burns like a wildfire. This fight is not yet over. You're adrenalized, blood is pumping, on the verge to be a hero. This is all or nothing. Are you ready for this?
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need. But I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. You know, with live television specifically is one of those things where, you know, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, you know, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and like be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are like the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why, you know, I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double. And BC, just like that, is within one.
Force a turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it.
What a finish.
And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply. Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
I say the strength.
Good evening and welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne. I'm Noel Vogel, he's Alec Murray, and we're continuing our live coverage here of the 2024 Para Hockey Championships Nationals. Big day, game number 5 between British Columbia and Team Quebec. Quebec up 1-0 so far, and it could have been quite more, Alex.
It should have been quite more, and honestly, Mitchell Garrett is the reason it hasn't been, as he works his way to the net. Garrett has been outstanding, otherworldly really in this hockey game. Dag got the party started again for the second time in 2 games for Team Quebec as we take a look at Garrett making his way to the goal. Noah, Garrett made about 4 or 5 star 1 saves, if you want to call them. He was absolutely outstanding. And if you want to really pinpoint one save that he made, it's that diving one he made back on the goal line. And then right at the tail end of that period, Noah, 3 saves consecutively. And he's the reason BC is in a hockey game once again here today.
He's been incredible so far and starts off this second period with another blocker save. And somehow we talked about it, his movement is so good in his goal, able to get across for those diving saves like he made in that first period. And BC in front of him is going to have to figure out how to get some offense in this game, as it stands. Unless they get something on the board, they'll come away with nothing on the day.
Well, and also one of the best stories in the tournament in Garrett too, and how quickly he's rose to the top in goaltending as the Surrey, BC native has really come on here in the last couple of years, not just for this tournament, but for the Canadian team as well. He's a highly regarded netminder, and again, just one of the best stories you'll read, one of the best stories you'll hear. We talked about it in the first period. And these kids, some of them just work to get to where they are. And that's one, the 29-year-old. I shouldn't really be calling him a kid because he's older than I am, but a kid of the game still. And just outstanding in that first frame. But you're right. BC's got to get something going in front of them. That offense has to start doing something. They only had one goal in that first game. Looking for something here in the second period.
Here's Hurst picking up zone. And we'll try and dump that one in deep and stopped by Desaulniers. Some collisions through the middle, and Eau Claire gets knocked off the puck. Hurst with a little bit of open ice, but quickly closed down by Quebec. That one's going to be fired in, but didn't get across the red line, so it's going to go all the way down for an icing. So BC will have to come back down into their defensive zone. At the dot to the right of Mitchell Garrett. So at the draws, Desaulniers and Patrick Isinek.
BC's got to make a change here. A little bit of confusion here as
so Isinek will actually have to come off because he wasn't on the ice during
Jordan Mitchell snuck off
the icing play. So like you said, Jordan Mitchell will come in. He'll take the face-off for BC. False start there for Molnar. Will reset the dot. And one by Quebec. A quick shot blocked in front. Trying to fight for it in the slot area, and Mitchell will get it out. And now he can go get his change. Never mind. It's going to go down for an icing once again. It looked like it didn't have enough legs, but just gets across the goal line. So that puck will squirt down for an icing. 2 minutes and change into the second period. Face off again, one in the offensive zone by Quebec. Shot from the point wide, right of Garrett. Desaulniers cycles it back to Barrett. Tries to get the return pass, and in the stick of Isinek, loses out on it, and a chance in front. Hits the side of the net. As trying to go short side on Garrett was Lelivre. Hannerin trying to center it in front, nobody there. Barrett will pick it up on the point. Pass across, nobody on the back door. Hannerin will pick it up on the near side boards. Drops it off for Desaulniers. Desaulniers, space to come across the dot. His shot blocked in front by Revald. And can he get it out? He can't. Held in at the zone by Hannerin. Pass in front just behind Eau Claire. And Mitchell will get it out of the zone, but not enough to get a change for Team BC. Here comes Quebec quickly the other way. Leliviere trying to center in front. What a pass! Eau Claire on the back door. And not much you can do about that. A couple of icings hurts BC, and their tired players can't keep up with the passing play. And how about that feed to the back door? Eau Claire wide open. Potts the second for Team Quebec.
Well, not much you can do on the part of Mitchell Garrett there. That's just a beautiful passing play. Let's take a look at it here, Noah. And look at the move first that he makes toward the goal, inside out. Dishes across, and just a yawning cage to tap the puck into. And Quebec gets a little bit of insurance, and they take a 2-0 lead here early in this second period. And again, BC just not able to generate anything up front.
So British Columbia a little bit more to do now, down 2. And Team Quebec looking to extend their lead even more in this second period. That puck's going to be flipped to the near side. Chasing in after is Patrick Isinek. Quebec will now start their breakout to the far side. Dag, his pass picked off. Titmarsh will force that puck over to the near side, but kept in only as far as Messaoudi. Look at the speed on the far side. Coming in, has Bouquet to his right, finds him. What a save. Getting across once again, Mitchell Garrett. Stones. Bouquet on the near side, and how about the speed through the neutral zone to find his teammate, Alec.
Somebody get Mr. Garrett a bucket here because he's bailing this boat out from sinking right now for Team BC. Another great save from the netminder, and I don't know much more to say. We've talked about him for quite a bit, and if you're listening back home, folks are like, hey, maybe find somebody else to talk about here. But realistically, there is no one at the moment about BC because he's held them in this hockey game, and just another great save. But again, another defensive lapse by Team BC to let that opportunity happen. You can't let that guy slide in on the left wing and have that open of a shot at your netminder. They got to close better.
So again, Quebec on the offensive zone, a chance in front. That one blocked by Hurst. And stuck in his sled trying to get it out. They'll blow it dead as the ref lost sight of the puck.
Tournaments like this, Noah, don't happen without a lot of great sponsors. And again, a lot of great sponsors this weekend here. Ontario, the host, great town of Port Colborne. And a beautiful weekend ahead weather-wise. Also here inside the rink. And we'd like to thank Hopa Ports for being a Tier 1 sponsor this weekend. Waterfronts at Work, Hopa Sports, the 2024 National Para-Hockey Championships. They'd like to wish good luck to all the athletes this weekend.
Chance blocked in front again by Hurst. And sorry to cut you off, Alec, but you're exactly right. A lot of great sponsors to make this tournament happen this weekend. Without them, we wouldn't be here showing off these exceptional athletes in this tournament.
Facility too, the beautiful Valley Health and Wellness Center, pretty new building, but just gorgeous.
Quite the barn to play in, and the perfect host for this national tournament. As Burnett keeps that puck in the offensive zone, but he's sandwiched between two BC players and will lose out. Hurst will flip that puck to the center circle. Poole fighting it for it. Tousignan will dump it as far as the BC defender, Mapes. Will give it right back and dumps into the BC zone. Trying to hold him at the blue line. He does. Hanrahan keeps this offensive possession alive. Gregoire, shot just wide. Trying to beat Garrett. Short blocker side. And a chance in front again, a great stick. That pass had eyes looking for the back door. Tousignan was sitting right there for the tap in. Auclair fires out with a Gold Glove down by Garrett. And a flurry of chances for Quebec. Again, stopped by the BC netminder.
Stack out 3 more shots and 3 more saves for Mr. Garrett. Here they go
in front.
again.
Auclair has a chance. Will turn around, pass it across. What a stick to stop that backdoor pass. That was Brendan Hurst. And in desperation is going to dump that puck all the way down for an icing. But Quebec just continuing the offensive zone pressure. And British Columbia just holding on to this 2-goal deficit right now.
Well, it's about time Mitchell Garrett gets some help out front of his own goal, and you just mentioned it. Amazing stick by Hurst out front to break up that centering pass. And on the other end, I don't think we've said Gravel's name the entire period. For sure, BC doesn't have a shot in this period. And again, last period, they only had a handful. So Gravel hasn't been tested. There's another face-off win in the O-zone.
Bouquet, a shot from the point, trickles in off the block, and Hurst is going to try in clear. Auclair with a chance in front. And Hurst is just going to bring it up the near side as far as Bouquet. Backdoor pass. and just fanning on it, but another chance in front. He's checked in the slot, will lose it out, and Burkett will dump it back in. Desaulniers in after it, a weird bounce. Gives it in front to Liliviere. Oh, and how about that glove down again by Mitchell Garrett. Had all the time in the world to find that top right corner, and I don't think the Quebec forward can believe that he just got robbed there.
I think I'm running out of words to describe the performance we're witnessing here by Mitchell Garrett. And if anything, this netminder is opening eyes here at this tournament, and he just continues to get better and better and better as the game goes on. And again, it's another outstanding save by Mitchell Garrett as that one comes out through center. I got to open the dictionary to find some more words to use here because we're running out and we're only halfway through this hockey game.
Feel like a broken record talking about Garrett all evening long. And it's most likely going to continue for the rest of this second and third period.
You're exactly right.
Hanrahan across to Dag. Leaves it off for Messaoudi. One-on-one with Garrett. He stopped again. And you can hear the whistling crowd cheering on Mitchell Garrett.
I don't think it matters what team you're a fan of, Noah, at this point in the stands. You're cheering for this kid. Look at this. Just a little pick and roll, basically, if you want to use basketball terms, coming off the slide. And Garrett again. I know we're supposed to be broadcasters and come up with words to describe performances like we're seeing right now, but I'm speechless. I've used all the words in my vocabulary, and the kid just continues and continues to make big save after big save. Here we go again.
Shot on, gloved once again by Garrett, and sometimes greatness just can't be described, and that's what we're seeing from this performance from Mitchell Garrett in this game. As we'll go down below the goal line, Hanrahan, a chance to center in front. Messaoudi, that one blocked in front. What a great effort. Coming across was Andy Lambros. Able to get some bodies in front of Garrett that time.
He's only been playing sledge hockey for 7 years. And he's already this good. And you talk about somebody with a work ethic. I don't know him personally, but I can tell you one thing. He's got a work ethic.
As Sinek drops that puck off and trying to lay it off once more was Titmarsh, and he loses out. Here's Dag the other way. 6 minutes left in this second period. Quebec leading 2-0. Messaoudi gets the drop pass, trying to get it on goal. Couldn't get it under the sled. Tissignon knocked off the puck just in front of Garrett, just sitting there in the slot. Dag trying to pick it out and get a shot off. He'll reset to Burnett, and that puck slips under the stick of Houle. And
wants
Quebec
to get his netminder involved.
will do just that and reset their offensive breakout here.
Can we count that as a shot?
No. maybe for BC's sake we will. That one stick down by Hurst, and he'll fire it in deep. Hartley in after it. Peggy Asinik on the near side boards. That puck skips past her, and a chance for Quebec. Toussignon weaving in and out, trying to get a shot off. Great defense by Hurst, shutting her down. And the ice opening up a little bit more nearing the end of the second period. BC will dump that puck in. Graval will leave it for his defenseman.
I mean, almost at this rate, they can flood half. And we'll be ready to roll for period number 3. You'd like to see Team BC just get something going offensively. Maybe, I don't know if they just want to take a couple more risks or a couple more jumps or what, but you'd like to see them kind of get something going. Just because their goaltender's playing so well, put something on the board for them, right?
And there's the first shot of the period for Team BC as Gravel puts that one aside. But like you said, just try and get some players forward, because this next goal could really change the trajectory of the game, because a momentum boost for Team BC could possibly lead to some more offensive chances, and they're only down 2 goals with still lots of time left in this game.
Familiar territory for them too.
Exactly, scored that one early in the third period against Team Ontario to make it a 1-goal game, and we're unlucky to not get that second to tie it up.
Yeah, they really made a push at the end of that third period, but let's see here. It's been all Quebec here in this second period. They're just dancing around everybody.
Olivier will leave that one for Desaulniers. Looking cross ice for Eau Claire. He didn't see it. Trying to center it in front. And once again, Quebec with some offensive zone pressure. Burnett weaving through it on goal. Shoulder save by Mitchell Garrett. Add another one to the tally. BC just unable to clear that puck. A chance now as Mapes has that one stuck in between his lead, and he'll ice that puck.
If you're not familiar with Mitchell Garrett's game, and if you're Mitchell Garrett, show this to everybody, this entire game. Because if you're not familiar with his game, you're going to get familiar with his game after watching this hockey game that we're seeing here tonight. Because they're, again, just fighting off shot after shot after shot. That's another great save for Garrett, who just whips up that shoulder and keeps it out. That puck was headed for the top corner, and Garrett, once again, shuts it off. And like you and I, we were familiar with him, but research doesn't do everything, right? You knew he was going to be really good coming in. But again, reading it on paper and reading it on a book is a much different than seeing the kid play. And, well, I think we've seen some pretty good goaltenders here today. Garrett's performance might be one of the best here.
And another thing we questioned also is British Columbia only rostering 1 goaltender.
Absolutely.
Why would you need a second one?
Absolutely. I remember when we studied that, and they're going to get caught with too many men here is Quebec. I remember yesterday when we were going over our notes, Noah, and doing some last-minute research for this, we said, how does certain teams carry this and certain teams carry that? Well, again, now we know you're exactly right, and there's no need to have another goaltender because they wouldn't see the ice for this BC squad because Garrett's been spectacular, and hey, maybe BC can get something going here in the offensive zone with 1:52 to go, and they're going to go to the power play here. 7 seconds, the differential game clock, shot clock, or game clock power play for Team BC. And hey, see if they can get something on goal, right? Bodies to the front, something on goal. You get a bounce, you're right back in this hockey game, and you're only down by 1 all of a sudden with a whole third period to play.
So a holding minor called on Burnett is going to send Team British Columbia to the power play. Like you said, to end this second period. And one thing that could come back to hurt BC is maybe venturing a little too many players forward, trying to get a goal before the end of the period and give up a shorthanded chance, as this Quebec team is very dangerous when transitioning out of their zone. And they're going to call a hand pass there as the puck was kept in at the blue line by Rivard using his glove. So it'll come just outside the Team Quebec zone with 1:44 left in the period. So Messaoudi at the draw will win that one for Quebec and will ice that puck down to take some time off of that Burnett penalty. Some pressure on the near side. Dag just holding into the corner, eating away that power play. Paquette Gonna send it all the way down to his goalie. And Gravel will start the breakout for Team Quebec. In the neutral zone, Messaoudi can't reach that pass. A minute left in this power play. Very close to a too-many-player penalty, but BC now gains entry.
See if they can get something set up, get something toward the net.
And just can't. Quebec just too much pressure on this penalty kill, and that's already a minute 15 gone in the power play. No shots to show for Team BC. That hasn't been, other than that one,
from center.
On the power play. Both of their shots have been outside of the Quebec zone this period on Alexandre Gravel. But now an offensive zone face-off with 23 seconds left. The key face-off for BC if they want to create some offense here. We'll see Jordan Mitchell come out to take the draw against Houle.
Well, again, for Gravel, he hasn't seen a shot, a quality shot in about 15 minutes. So again, like, just throw something on goal, like, right? Like,
never know what could happen.
Goaltenders, it's sometimes nicer for them to get in a groove and see a lot of rubber and see a lot of shots, and here they come shorthanded.
Wendell Houle.
Great effort.
Spin back. 5 seconds left in the period. Cross-ice pass. And Toussaint with a chance on the back door, shorthanded. And that's going to do it for the second period as Quebec extends their lead to 2. When we come back for the third period, BC will be on the player advantage for about 8 more seconds, and they'll be back to even strength. But really the storyline here is Mitchell Garrett and why this game is so close.
And if we get the camera up at center, you're going to see the respect here between the two goaltenders. And I think Alexandre Gravel, a little laugh and a smile at each other. And I think he probably said something along the lines of, "Are you okay?" Because Gravel's had a first-class seat down at the other end, and he watched most of that period. And he saw his netminder on the other side make, again, a lot of pucks and a lot of big saves. And this game should be a lot more than 2-0, and I don't think anybody would disagree with us, Noah. But again, 2 periods of play. BC still has time to get some offense going. They're in familiar territory. They were down 2-0 in game 1. Here again, down 2-0. This game is still plenty in reach for them.
One play can change this game as we head into the second intermission. Quebec looking to stay undefeated on the day. They lead British Columbia 2-0 here at the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships.
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. With live television specifically is one of those things where, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double. And BC, just like that, is within one.
Forced turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket, reverse. Count it.
What a finish.
And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply. Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply. Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
Inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne. 2-0 the score between Quebec and British Columbia. And the story of this game has been the man himself in the British Columbia nets, Mitchell Garrett, who somehow has kept this only at a 2-goal game. Take a look at that save. Incredible athleticism on display this evening. And kind of what we expected, and a little bit more from Mitchell Garrett.
Well, like I mentioned, we knew that we knew he was really good coming in. We had never seen him play before, and you and I know are so lucky firsthand to be able to see him live here and just really see how really amazing he is on the ice. Outstanding goaltender, great story. Unreal, and it's just been so special for you and I know especially. And we went down in between the intermission and talked to some of our people downstairs, and it's like some of these guys and their stories, it's just so inspiring, right? They work so hard to get to where they are today, and you know, it's really just this whole week of prepping and getting ready for this tournament. Noah, it's just been story after story, and so many of these guys have such great stories and such hard journeys and such amazing ways, yet they still find themselves competing, maybe not the way they wanted to, but still competing at such a high level. And it's been a really fun and special day thus far, and we still have a lot more to go. And that highlight package, again, for the viewers back at home, we apologize, but really the goaltender Mitchell Garrett does deserve all that. And we said, do we have a replay package coming back into this third period? And they said yes. And they go, it's just saves. And we're like, perfect, because that's really all we needed. It's described this hockey game tonight.
And Mitchell Garrett 100% will be the first star after this game if we had to give it to anyone in this matchup. The 5th game of the 2024 National Para-Hockey Championships here in Port Colborne as we get underway for the 3rd period, back at even strength after Burnett served 8 seconds left on his holding minor. And Quebec back on the offensive prowess. That one just slipping outside the blue line, and we'll have to reset back inside the neutral zone. Rivard. Trying to look far side, nobody there for British Columbia. And here comes Quebec. A race for it. Won that time by Lambros. And trying to get that puck out, stripped of it by Leliviere. Auclair in after it. Some tough battles in the corner will finally squeak out. And kept in just barely at the blue line by Bouquet. Trying to start this breakout for BC as Pellizzari, the lone goal scorer for British Columbia in this tournament in that first game against Team Ontario, which got them back on track after being in the same position they are in now. And that's really all they need, Alec, just that one goal to kind of, you know,
they just need to
break the deadlock and try and create anything offensively. And like we talked about, only had 2 shots in that second period, and both were from beyond the offensive blue line. So nothing really that crazy on goal, but Gravel that time had to be ready for that shot just outside the zone. But able to glove it down and will allow Quebec to start their breakout. The stretch pass looking for Houle. He can't collect it. And it's going to be guys like Hurst and Pellizzari, just a little bit of magic that they can create offensively to try and get a goal for BC that can change the tides of this match.
Well, if you're watching at home, watching from anywhere, whether it's on YouTube, on the Paralympic website, anything, it's all thanks and due part to Niagara College. I don't think a lot of people realize the amount of work that's been put in to this event, thanks to Niagara College, thanks to Dutch. They're the reason you're getting this great coverage at home, and we stand up here and talk and look pretty and sound, you know, sometimes really good.
Oh, Dag scores on the near side. And not what BC wanted to happen. Dag left all alone. And what we thought was never going to happen for the rest of the game, Mitchell Garrett beat high over the blocker's side, and just a perfect shot by Dag to get his second of the game. And now a 3-0 Quebec lead. And sorry to cut you off there, Alec,
no,
but you're
good.
exactly right. So much work gets put in behind the scenes to bring you this live coverage and showcase players like we've seen today, like Dag now with 4 goals in the tournament, Mitchell Garrett in net for British Columbia. We would not be here without them putting on this great live stream for you watching at home. So a big shout out to them and all they do.
Hours and hours and hours of volunteer work put to work as that one will roll on and be covered. And you know, some of these kids and all students of Niagara College putting on this production. Noah, you're still a student of Niagara College yourself. I'm a former graduate, and again, Niagara College, not biased here, but nothing but top tier and the best. And some of these kids, you know, working until they're 4 a.m. just to get this all ready and get it all set up, and for all of you to enjoy it at home. So a big thank you and a big shout out goes to Niagara College for all of this coverage this weekend, and we're lucky enough to be a part of it, Noah, all weekend long. You'll probably hear one of the two of us at least on each broadcast, so we're fortunate to be here as well. And that last goal just maybe a little bit of a backbreaker for the BC squad.
Certainly a lot more to do now, down 3 goals, a bit of a cushion for Quebec in this third period. And if BC's going to try and come back in this game, it's going to be now or never. Here's Auclair with a break, has Desaulniers in front, trying to get it across, but couldn't reach to it, but will draw a penalty. It's going to send Rivard to the penalty box, delayed call. And off comes Gravel for the extra attacker. Far side pass just skipped off the stick of Bouquet. And that's going to send Team Quebec on the power play as Rivard slapped the stick out of the hands of the Team Quebec players. We take a look at that replay. Auclair trying to get that pass across to his captain and just slashing that stick down on the twig of the captain, Desaulniers. And we'll put British Columbia on the penalty kill. With 10:53 left in the third period, it'll be Desaulniers and a Cynic at the draw, one by, and a quick shot for Quebec. The rebound coming across, Garrett had no idea where it was. And a quick play off the draw almost leads to the fourth goal for Team Quebec. Wendell Huell will start the breakout for Quebec. Just so easy getting through that neutral zone. What a pass, Auclair in front. Met on the near side post by Garrett, trying to get it across to Desaulniers. And that pass just a little bit ahead. Burnett at the point, plays it across Bouquet. Trying to feed that one in front, Hartley. Trying to get a stick on it in between Huell's sled. And it's gonna squirt out for Burnett, trying to get a shot on, he misses wide. Auclair in front, Desaulniers on the back door, can't put it away. And now a chance possibly shorthanded, and they're gonna send it in deep and away from the play. They're gonna send two players to the penalty box. Huell and Hartley will get offsetting minors for roughing.
We'll stay power play for 56 seconds for Team Quebec, but again, just BC, I thought, did a little bit of a better job in that first minute of the penalty kill. Noah clogging up the middle. Again, they had bodies to the middle, but again, Quebec just all over it in the zone. And another couple of big saves from Mitchell Garrett in goal for BC. And this faceoff will slide all the way down into the Quebec zone as Huell, who's a big part of that power play now, will sit for two.
And we talked about it with Team New Brunswick and how well they move the puck on the power play. Got to give credit to this Quebec team. They are excellent when they get set up on the man advantage, and they've showed that in this game so far, and specifically on this power play. And they'll stay for the last minute. .56 seconds to be exact. It'll be an offensive zone face-off off the offsetting penalties for Team British Columbia. And it's going to be won cleanly by Levier. Toussaint on the near side. She's knocked off the puck, but gets it ahead to her line mate, who loses out. Trying to clear the zone. And Quebec will start on the power play, but quickly dispossessed that time. And will be sent all the way down by Pellizzari. Gregoire. Toussaint. Hanrahan on the near side. He loses out. And Pegia Cynic, trying to kill some time, will hold this puck just below the goal line. And that's going to do it for the Quebec power play. They come up empty as BC able to kill off the slashing minor. Just wide of the goal, bounced in front. Gregoire, great hands to get that shot in front, and Martin's going to cover, pardon me, Mitchell Garrett. And just a bounce off the end boards creates a chance in front, but how about the hands from Gregoire? Matched by Garrett in goal. So it'll be a face-off just to the left of the British Columbia net. Messaoudi. Pellizzari at the face-off dot. And it's going to be One back by Team Quebec. Rung around the boards. Here's Dag. Sevigny. Below the goal line, gonna try and center this for Quebec. We'll drop it off for Bouquet at the blue line, who can't quite reach in. Here comes the speed. The other way of Pellizzari. Gets around the defender, one-on-one, and loses his stick. It runs right into the goalie of Gravel. And I'm interested to see if they're gonna call a penalty on that play.
That should have been a call.
As Matteo Pellizzari got his stick taken right out of his hand, Alec.
Let's take a look at this. No, that definitely should have been a call. Check this out. Look at it's the comeback. Bang. There it is right there on the hands. And he looks over and he says, "Are you kidding me?"
So no call on the play. Gravel took a little bit of body from Pellizzari, who ran into the netminder, but will be okay. And Matteo Pellizzari for British Columbia, livid that BC aren't going on the power play. But an offensive zone face-off for British Columbia. It'll be Titmarsh at the dot against Desaulniers, who wins it back cleanly. Run around the near side, bounced off the boards into the center dot. And dumped right back in by Lambros.
Time starting to run out here for Team British Columbia. Down now 3-0 and just under 8 to go.
A chance here for Burnett on the near side. Trying to get in front. Desaulniers deflected on goal. And squeezing the pad on the ice was Garrett to keep that one from squeaking under.
It's just another perfect read from the Surrey native in goal for Team BC. It's a great pass by Burnett. Nice tip out front. And again, I talk about the mobility of Garrett. And there it shows again. Post to post, he gets across so smoothly and shuts another chance down.
So the offsetting penalty is now out. Auclair on the back door. And once again, BC leaving that player wide open and able to find it, just this time not connecting on the shot.
We saw a goal like that earlier in the second period when they had that backdoor goal, and not much that Garrett could have done about it that time. Just lucky to have that go off the heel of his stick and wide.
Mitchell. Garrett couldn't find that puck, and it'll be run around. Quebec loses out, and here comes Hurst.
Could be a 2-on-1.
Has some options. Will go to the middle to his teammate Darnley, who loses out, and now a 3-on-1 the other way. Trying to get it in front to Desaulniers. Can't get the shot off. Great back check from Hurst to get back to check Desaulniers in front. Fighting for it in the corner. It'll pop out. Hurst trying to win it behind his own goal. Desaulniers will pick it up for Team Quebec. He's rubbed out by Hartley. Nice play there to get that puck out by Pellizzari. And a rolling puck will come out to the near side dot. Gregoire trying to gain some traction through the neutral zone, and a huge collision will drop out for Desaulniers. Shot off of Garrett and over top and in. The one mistake from Mitchell Garrett, an unfortunate bounce, will give Quebec their 4th goal of the game, coming from Toussignan after that huge collision from Gregoire. Taking a hit to make the play and just couldn't squeeze the mitts together to corral that, but a good shot from Toussignan leads to the 4th goal for Team Quebec.
Well, that's the first mistake he's made all night in goal, Mitchell Garrett. And again, you can't expect him to be perfect in goal, but yeah, he'd probably like to have that one back. But that'll probably put the icing on the cake here for this one, and it looks like Quebec's A squad's going to go to 2-0 in the tournament, and BC's going to fall to 2-0. But you know what, BC, if they get this goaltending all weekend long and they can kind of figure out their offense and scratch a couple across, because realistically, we've seen a lot of blowouts today. But if BC can score 2 to 3 goals, they have an excellent chance to win a hockey game. And that says a lot, right? A lot of high-scoring games here today, but again, BC, you got the netminder who's playing like he is. You pot a couple and you feel pretty good about yourself.
Quebec showing that they're a force to be reckoned with in this tournament, trying to reign as champions once again, and really have played a perfect game. Haven't let anything get on goal on Gravel that have shown really any danger. But like you said, with a goaltender like Garrett who can really win you games, if you can just get a couple goals on the other end, create some offense, Garrett's going to get you enough saves to win a game.
There's another one he makes. And a face-off deep inside his zone, but you're exactly right. I think the one chance that BC had came point blank early in the first period, and it was a nice pad save made by Alexander Gravel, and that's pretty much it for him tonight.
And so looking forward to tomorrow. Quebec will have one more game when they face off against Team Ontario. And for New Brunswick, they'll have British Columbia, they'll have just the one game at 3:30 when they face off against Alberta. Dag, his shot misses wide.
Dag's looking for his 3rd on the night, and he's got 4 in this tournament through 2 games already.
And a nice move through the middle, good hands from a Cynic, who loses out just across the blue line. A collision through the middle, no call. Looking for it was Saint Ahmad, who got knocked over away from the puck. An excellent stretch pass to send Dag away, trying to get around Hurst, who defends him well. He'll lose it out to Messaoudi, trying to get around Mapes in front. Burnett will pick up that loose puck, glove down again by Mitchell Garrett.
Got away with a hand pass there, I think. Well, the glove's been hot for Garrett here in game 2, and impressive, holding Team Ontario to 2 goals. And I mean, if you look at the score sheet, 4-0 isn't the prettiest, but
could have been way worse.
I mean, it should have been way worse. Like, realistically, Noah, if he hasn't played the way he has, we're probably looking at an 8, 9, 10 score game here. And again, he's wiped out a lot of chances for Quebec.
And here they come the other way, breaking out of their zone. So smooth.
Good.
As that time just misfiring with Bouquet. And we picked up on the near side by Auclair. Bouquet will keep it in on the far side boards. Ringing it around for Lelivière. Trying to gain some room to center that puck. It'll pop out to Bouquet at the blue line with 2 minutes left in this game. Shot from the point blocked by Mapes. BC some time to clear that puck, and too high, up and over the boards. And that's going to send...
It's going to be a delayed game.
British Columbia player and Christian Titmarsh off for a delay of game penalty. And that will do it unless Quebec ends the power play with a goal here, as they'll stay on the player advantage for the rest of this contest with 1:42 left in the third period. Quebec just trying to add on and match their first game score of 5-0 when they took on Team Alberta. Hartley off the dot, able to get it as far as Houle. Fires it across to Dag, trying to get his hat trick. His shot's blocked. Burnett run into the boards by Hartley. And BC will not get it out, but will finally and get a shot on goal on Gravel. Quebec breaking out of their own zone. Cool. Will circle back, firing that one across. An excellent pass to find Dag. He can't quite find it in his sled. Look at that one fired high into the Quebec bench.
That one was
almost hitting a trainer on the far side of the visitors' bench. Not sure he meant to do that, but it'll be a face-off just outside the British Columbia zone with 50 seconds left in the third period. Rivard will dump that one down the ice. And Quebec still on the power play for this last 35 seconds of this game. And we'll see themselves go 2-0 on the day. And really a perfect one. 2 shutouts back-to-back for Alexandra Gravel.
The first one a little bit harder than this one here tonight. Nonetheless, though, spectacular for Gravel, and he hasn't been the goaltender we talked about in this game, and he still does deserve his credit because, yeah, he hasn't been tested a lot, but when was tested, Noah, he came through for his team, and hey, you can't deny back-to-back shutouts for the goaltender Gravel, but really the storyline in this hockey game, Noah, the Surrey native, the 29-year-old in goal for BC, Mitchell Garrett. If he hasn't put himself on the map just yet, he absolutely has here in this hockey game because he was outstanding, and you see his teammates circled around their goaltender Garrett. And Garrett, the one giving the speech in the middle of that circle, and he was absolutely outstanding in the other end for Quebec. Hey, 2-0 for them in this Thursday in the round robin games, and they really look like a team that's going to be tough to beat down the stretch here in this one. And again, once again, leading the way, Jonathan Dag for Quebec with another 2 goals for him as they shake hands at center ice. Noah, well, it's been a great day of sledge hockey here at the 2024 Paralympic Championships, and we still have one more to go as they come up back to the booth with us. One more game, and it's going to be a very good one if everything plays out as we've seen it thus far here tonight. It's going to be Manitoba taking on New Brunswick. Couple of big guns, really good forwards, high-scoring teams. It's going to be very, very interesting here.
And so 2-0 on the day for Team Quebec. For British Columbia, still lots to do. Tomorrow they have one more game against Alberta, which is going to be a must-win if they're going to want to continue on. But for now, we'll sign off here from the Valley Health and Wellness Center. For me, Noah Vogel, he's Alec Murray. He'll be back with you for the final game tonight. We'll be back for that in about 30 minutes.